Hello and thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to show you a super cute card, baby card that I made using the waterfall technique. And if you haven't seen the waterfall, it's a really cute little pop-up type card that just opens up just like a waterfall. And so I'm going to show you from start to finish, step by step, how to put this card together. All right. So let's get started. I have all the pieces laid out here in front of me, but I'm going to go through each of them with you. So the first piece that you're going to cut is you're just going to take an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock, and you're just going to cut it in half and then cut it in half again. So you want a piece that's 5.5 by 4.25. That's what size this piece is. Then you're going to cut a piece of designer paper, and in this case I use the New In Colors. So this is the pistachio pudding designer paper, and I just cut this piece of paper at 5.25 by 4, and then I just taped it down to the yellow piece of paper. All right. So this yellow paper that I'm using, if I didn't mention it already, is called So Saffron, and it's kind of a softer yellow. All right, then the other pieces that we have, this piece is really going to serve as the base for the waterfall. So we're going to cut this at 5.5 by 2, and then you're going to score it. You're going to score this side at 3.25. So this piece is scored at 3.25. Then you're going to cut 3 pieces out of the yellow, and they're all going to be the same size. They're going to be 2.75 by 2. And then again, you're going to score this at 3.25. You're going to score each one of those pieces. Then you're going to cut a piece of the So Saffron cardstock at 4 inches by 1. So that's what size this is. And this is going to serve as the base, kind of holding the waterfall piece in place. And I'll show you how that works. Then you're going to cut these little pieces of white cardstock, and you're going to want to cut them square at 1.75 by 1.75. And this is where you're going to stamp your images. So you can see, to save some time, I've already stamped some of the Zoo Baby images. Cute little alligator and lion. So I'll show you how that goes together. And then you're also going to cut a piece of cardstock, yellow cardstock, at 2 by 2. And this is going to serve as your top piece of the waterfall. All right. And then some of the other pieces that I have here, just to save some time, I cut out some cute little embellishments and put them together for this card. So I'll show you how to do those in just a little bit. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of my images and I'm going to secure them to these little pieces. So because I want the lion to be on top, like here, I'm going to secure the lion to this piece. So this little piece here, the 2 by 2 piece, is for whatever image you would like on the top of the card. So I'm just going to put some tape on that, and we'll secure him. And then these other ones, I'm just going to secure to the other pieces. And because we cut them at 1.75, they mat out really nicely on the yellow cardstock. Okay. Put that on there. And the last one, you can see I messed him up a little bit. We'll put him on here. Okay. All right. Now, to put the waterfall together, as I mentioned, this piece serves as your base. So this is this piece right here. And the way we're going to secure these is we're going to secure this upside down like this. So I'm going to start with my little alligator, and I'm just going to peel off my sticky tape. And this one is just going to get matted right up, butted right up against the top one. just like that. So see how I secured that up on the top. Then your next piece is going to follow, and if you can see the little score line right here, you're going to butt this piece right up against that score line, just like that, so that it's just underneath it. Okay, and this is kind of how the back looks. So you have them butted up against each other. Then this next piece is going to get butted up against there, just like that. Okay, so we'll take this piece off and stick that on. And it's nice because the score lines will kind of give you a guide as to how to put together the waterfall. So now we have part of our waterfall together, if you can see that. Now this square piece that has the little lion on it, you're just going to mount that right on top, like so. And there you have your waterfall. So now what we're going to do is we have to secure the waterfall to the card. So that's where this piece comes in. So this piece is going to fit under the very last, the last part of your waterfall, the last flap here. So it's going to go over this, the bottom, and it's going to fit on here like that. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to line this up so that your bottom image is lined up with this 1x4 inch piece. What I'm going to do is take a little bit of that sticky tape and I'm going to put it on the bottom because this has to get taped down to that yellow piece. So I'm going to take that off. So I'm going to slide this underneath, and then what I want to do is line this up kind of right in the middle and just stick it down so it looks like that. Okay. And then I'm going to peel off these pieces so that I can stick it to the card. And then I just want to kind of hold it, figure out where I want it lined up. And that looks probably pretty good. Now I have my waterfall set up. Okay, did you see how we did that? Very simple. All right, so now I'm just gonna stamp a little saying on the inside. So right here is where you can do your writing if you want to write a little message to someone. But I'm just gonna stamp a little image on here. And this is from the Cuddles and Kisses stamp set. So it just says, a new little someone to kiss and love, a happy addition from heaven above. And then I'm just going to stamp a little congratulations on there too. Okay? And like I said, you can do it, you know, however you want, whatever you would like to put in there. All right, so now what I need to do in order to get this little ribbon on the bottom, I need to put some kind of hole here or punch some kind of place for me to tie that ribbon. So I just opted to use one of the tiny little circle punches, and I just punch a little hole in there. And for the ribbon, you just kind of thread it through. This is my favorite way to tie ribbon. So you just bring it through and then tie another little piece of ribbon around it. It's a lot easier than trying to tie a bow. At least I've found it's a lot easier. You just kind of pull it tight, then you can rearrange it. All right, just like that. And then we can just trim it up a little bit, trim up the ribbon so we don't have big hunks hanging out. And we'll just cut a little bit off there, a little bit off there. All right, and then the rest of it, just all you have to do is embellish. So I already have these done for you. So I just kind of, once the card was together, I just kind of stuck little embellishments all over the card. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I will have some other information for you on my blog. So thanks for watching.